We're hearing from the community in Pflugerville, concerned about a facility in their neighborhood believed to be an operations hub to aid ICE enforcement. Pflugerville officials tell us they leased the property near Roll Lane and FM 685 to the Department of Homeland Security for office use. People demanded to know more about the space at a protest at that location earlier today. KVUE's Dan Perot was at that protest. He joins us live in the studio with what he was able to learn about this facility. Hi, Daniel.
Darnisha, good evening. The rally was organized by the Austin chapter of the Party for Socialism and Liberation. The group says it had found out about this facility in the fall. Protesters say they want transparency from federal and local officials about what's happening at that facility. On the outside, it looks like an unassuming facility surrounded by a fence and barbed wire. The Party for Socialism and Liberation says they got these photos of the inside from a community member. The photos capture what appear to be detention and holding areas, an interview room, and a weapons room.
They showed cells with toilets and sort of like a concrete bench.
KVUE reached out to ICE and DHS to verify these photos are from the Pflugerville facility. Homeland Security tells us they're leasing the property, but they directed our questions to ICE. On Saturday, 2 federal officers from DHS stood guard outside the facility.
We are opposed to this grotesque misuse of resources, our resources.
Records show Elmwood Capital Group has owned the property since 2022. Their website says they primarily focus on procuring leases with the General Services Administration. Their property page lists an Austin DHS facility.
For jobs and education, not for racist deportation.
Outside the facility on Saturday, protesters demanded answers.
What was the process by which that facility was
and rallied in support of migrant families.
Everything that's going on is bringing a lot of hate towards people that look like me.
Joanna Guerrero's parents were immigrants. She says she understands the constant fear many families now feel, with immigration enforcement operations ramping up.
I feel like right now it's taking me back to those times, and it really is sad.
The rally got tense at times as protesters clashed with Will Johnson, who showed up to counter-protest.
They're here illegally in this country. They need to be deported.
Throughout the rally, he yelled into a bullhorn as people tried to surround him with signs and chants to block him out.
We're a lawful country. We're a constitutional republic, and I want to keep it that way.
So there's still a lot that we don't know about this facility, and also the recent immigration crackdown. Federal authorities have released very little information about enforcement operations here in Central Texas. Over the past week, we've been pressing ICE for the number of how many people they've either arrested or detained, but we've not been able to get a response from the agency.